Hello guys, today I'm going to explain to you everything I know about armor, for beginners and advanced players. But first, I want to thank my friend Lord Vietner, because he helped me out with this video. He makes really good videos explaining sets and other stuff. Go check him out. Hammer is a blunt weapon. Its strength is building up KO damage and dealing damage during the knockdowns. Having said that, let's see every hammer move and how it works in detail. First of all, hammer has charged attacks, and since it has two different types of charges, strength and courage, your playstyle will change based on which charge type you are going to use. The only attacks that don't change are the 2 smash and upswing you do pressing the attack button 3 times, and big bang combo pressing circle 4 times. Remember that every charge type has 2 other different charges, yellow and blue, and remember that you will start the quest only in the yellow one. Yellow charge is the same for both charges. The blue one will be either courage or strength, depending on the one you selected in switch skills menu. Let's see how they work, starting with the yellow one. As I said before, yellow charge is the same for both strength and courage. It has 3 levels of charge, and every level will do a different move. Level 1 will do charge side blow, level 2 will do charged upswing, and level 3 will do charged big bang. The charge levels are not cumulative. That means, after you have released the charge button, you will start again from the first level. Even though you don't want to use those. I mean, they can be used, but you want deal some big damage, right? So, let's move on with the first charge skill, strength charge. Strength charge, as with the yellow state, has 3 non-cumulative levels, with more power and also the deal more KO. Level 1 will do the same move yellow charge does at level 1, the charge's side blow, but now we have the big cheese. Level 2 becomes charge brutal upswing. Level 3 has 2 different attacks. The first one, while standing without pressing any directional button, is charge brutal big damage, while the second one is done pressing the directional button, aiming towards the monster you're on, and will do step smash, which does less damage than charge brutal big bang, but is really useful in many situations. Also, both courage and strength charge have a shortcut. This will help later when I explain to you the silkbind skills, but it is good to know from the beginning. When you are in strength or courage charge, any level, pressing circle, B or which button matches the charge change button on keyboard, you can do disengage charge switch. What does this do? Doing this, you will change charge from strength or courage to level 3 yellow charge instantly. Also, if timed well, you can dodge attacks and roars, as it has iframes, but it has utility in another way too. I'll explain you later, so don't go away. Now, let's move on to courage. Courage is really different from strength. The yellow charge works the same as it works for strength, and you can do the disengage charge switch here too. With courage charge, we have 3 different levels, but this time they can also be done consecutively. Level 1 and level 2 each have 2 different levels. The first one is purple, the second one is blue. The difference between them is that blue level deals an additional hit. Less powerful than the main hit, but still does more damage. Level 3, unlike level 2 and 1, has only blue level, so it will deal always 2 hits. Remember that for charging to level 3, you have to attack with level 1 and level 2 before. Let's see how this works. Level 1 in purple does a charge side blow. In blue charge, it does a move called the additional swing. The move still looks the same, even if the name changes. After we did level 1, we can now do level 2. Level 2 does charged upswing in purple level, an additional upswing in the blue level. The move is the same for both as it was for level 1. And now we can do level 3 finally. As I said, level 3 has only blue level, so it will always do 2 hits. This move is called additional armor down. Courage does less damage than strength, so why is it good to use 2? Let's move on the first switch skill, Water Strike, and you will understand why courage is good, even with less damage. Water Strike is basically a counter move. If done at the right time, you will absorb the damage and follow up with an upswing that deals a lot of damage and heal build up. How does Water Strike work? With Strength and Courage? With Strength, it is used only as a counter. It doesn't have any shortcut with discharge, but with Courage is where it becomes crazy. We can use Water Strike not only for doing an upswing as a follow-up after, but we can chain it with Courage levels. As you can see in the example, if we do Water Strike and after that we charge our armor instead of doing the upswing, we will go directly into level 2 charge instead of starting from level 1. But what is really good, imagine we did Water Strike and follow up with upswing. Now we can go directly in level 3 charge. This can be tricky at the beginning, but it's really fun to play, trust me. Also, Water Strike can be done after every overhead smash you do, pressing the attack button, like this. There's not really much to say about this switch skill ability. This switch skill is just an attack with a big bang combo. It does nothing, and also you have to remove Water Strike for this, so not really worth it in my opinion. Now, it's switch skills slot 3 time. To be honest, I don't use those a lot. Both can be used only in yellow charge level 3, by releasing the charge button and pressing a directional button. What do they do? Basically, they are just spins with follow-up attacks. Spinning Bludgeon does 5 spins. If you press the attack button on the first and second spin, you will do spinning follow-up. If you press the attack button on third and fourth spin, you will do spinning strong upswing. If you don't press anything and download the spins to finish on its own, you will end up with spinning swing and a lot of animation commitment. Spinning Bludgeon charge is the best of these two, because at least it has one useful use, but only with strength charge. From yellow level 3 charge, you can do spinning Bludgeon charge. It does 3 spins, and during these spins, you can charge your hammer, pressing the charge button. And after the third spin, just pressing circle, you can switch to strength, and the level of the charge will be the same you charged during spinning Bludgeon charge. So, if you charge from the first spin, your level will be level 3. If you charge from the second spin, your level will be level 2. And if you charge from the last spin, your level will be level 1. That's pretty much it for those. Now, it's time to see silkbind skills on 4th slot of your switch skills. In the 4th slot, we can find 3 different silkbind skills: silkbind spinning bludgeon, dash breaker, and keep his way. This silkbind can be good to close the distance between you and the monster, and also for attacking monsters when they're flying around. Using this, you just spin in the air, after you release the charge button. So if the monster is moving, wait for him to stop, so you don't lose one warbug. It costs only one warbug, and the recovery is fast, only 10 seconds. Dash breaker does an attack rushing forward, using one warbug. It negates knockback while you're launching yourself forward. It also preserves charge level if you charge it before using it, in either strength or courage. Recovery time is 8 seconds. Keeping sway is basically dash breaker but better, at the cost of a smaller window of invulnerability. What does that mean? You don't get it during all the animation time, and you can also maintain your charge level. It costs always one warbug, and the recovery time is 10 seconds. And now, the best silkbinds for this weapon. 5th slot of switch skills abilities. Impact Crater deals more damage, and it's more based on your charge level. That means, for 100% power, you need to be in level 3 charge for strength, and any blue charge for courage. So, with charge, you can deal 100% damage, even in level 1 charge. You just need the blue charge. This is probably the strongest move for armor. That's why it costs 2 warbugs, and the recovery time is 10 seconds for the first warbug, and additional 10 seconds for the second warbug. 20 seconds total, until you are able to do it again, if you have only 2 warbugs. Also remember that in yellow charge, you just need level 3 for doing 100% power Impact Crater. Impact Burst is really good. Basically this move drops your hammer with iron silk and lets it vibrate during charged attacks, creating a shockwave that makes easier to finish monsters. It doesn't do a lot of damage during the animation, but the additional hits on charged attacks are really good, for the cost of one warbag only, but 20 seconds of recovery time. Also, it lasts for 60 seconds. Another big damage move, Big Bang. This move is a combo dealt by pressing circle. The combo starts with Water Strike or Side Smash, based on which one you have a key. And then it does 4 attacks, Big Bang 1, 2, 3 and Big Bang Finisher. Remember, you need to hit the monster for being able to continue Big Bang combo. Now that we have finished learning every hammer moves, I'll show you how Strength and Courage playstyle work. Take this as starting point. Those are not the only ways to play it, just the most optimal ones in my opinion. The first half of the hunt will be with Strength charge, the second one will be with Courage charge. For both, I decided to use Water Strike, Strength or Courage charge of course, Spinning Bludgeon charge, Keeping Sway, but I don't use those a lot, and both Impact Burst on Red Scroll and Impact Crater on Blue Scroll. I'll leave you now with the hunt, and if you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comments below, or DM me on Discord. I'll leave you my ID in the description. It's me TH for this guide, guys. Hope you found it helpful, and I hope this will help you to clear quests easier now. See you guys in the next video.